Command has been given. Crank him up.
Let's go.
When I say I don't know, I don't know.
Let's go, baby.
Now, the morning drive.
Buckle up, everybody. A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It's a game changer.
I listen to you guys every single day on my way to work.
Well, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on the radio.
You guys are amazing.
What are you doing over there?
I'm going to the top.
The morning drive with Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
To the bat balls.
Pete Pistone in the Paisan Palace in Chicago. Sammy and Davey in Studio 134 of the Beltway Bureau in our nation's capital. We welcome each and every one of you to this TMDJ Tuesday. Pistol Pete and the Beatles bring us to green. Top of the morning to you, Triple P.
Good morning, Bagman. Good morning, everybody. Happy TMDJ Tuesday to one and all. And our yearly reminder, make sure you get those taxes in tonight at midnight. Postmarked by midnight, and you'll be good to go.
11:58. Be sitting there by that drop box. Just ready to go.
With Portillo's beef in one hand and my tax return in the other. That's the
Take
plan.
it easy. Don't be putting that in the tank so late. You know you got issues right now.
Well,
So you
with my-
mix it up, and then you drop the Portillo's beef into the mail slot, and not the taxes.
Right.
Keep the mail and drop the beef in
Should
there.
have got it extra wet too, Petey.
Ate my tax return and mailed my beef sandwich. Yeah, so that happens today. Get that all. Mine's all squared away, and you just go pick it up later and put it in the mailbox and be done with it. It's odd because I always think of April 15th, but they pushed it back a little bit because of it being a weekend. And
Thank
I
God.
kind of thought it was yesterday, and then like, why was yesterday not? What, they gave you an extra day to the 18th.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll take it. It's better in my pocket than theirs.
You got that right.
Yeah.
I got
They get
nervous.
enough.
I got nervous filing my taxes this year because I made some
Extra money?
transactions
Yeah.
through stock and stuff like that, and I had never really done and had to do the taxes for that many different things, and they gave me whatever they gave me. You have to file like a 1099-B or whatever. Well, the people who gave it to me gave me a condensed 1099 that didn't have all the information that I needed to file the taxes properly, and so I had to sit there and do like math of price per share and what it was and stuff like that to make, because I was like, you always get the government's going to get their money anyway for the most part. So like, even if it's $2 or $2,000, I was a little worried there. But we got it all taken care of. Didn't really get any money back, but I didn't owe any money. So I will, I'll take that. But like, it just, when you go from just filing a regular old tax return from your W-2 and stuff like that to when you've got, we're married now, where you file differently, we've got this, we've got this, and it's like, I hope I'm doing this right. It says I'm allowed to do this, so I'm just gonna send it out and see what happens here, I guess.
You'll find out. Without
You'll find out if it's wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you'll find out. Without getting too inside baseball on taxes, it is interesting because for me, I've got the personal stuff, then there's a business, but a lot of the stuff that I used to get in the mail, to your point, Sam, like the end of the year result, end of the year summaries and stuff, now it's digital, and if you don't remember to go get it and download it, you're like, well, wait a minute, where's that piece of paper? Everything used to just come in the mail, and he was just put it in a file, so it's a little bit of a hunt and peck, if you will, when you get
I've
to
got a
January,
guy,
February.
and it's just like, I give him all the stuff. Do your thing. That's what I'm paying you to do. Just do it.
You got to make sure you have the stuff, though. That's the thing. It's like, oh, wait a minute. My guy called me twice. Wait a minute, you didn't give me this. Oh, yeah, I got to get that. That kind of a thing.
On the online stuff now, you can just, if it's like a PDF, so like we get our W-2s as like a PDF, and I can just, on like TurboTax or wherever you do it, you can just drop the PDF into the thing, and it just reads it all for you, and you're like, oh, perfect. But then they still say, check and make sure the boxes are correct. Well, what's the point of me inputting it like this if you're going to make me check the boxes again anyway?
Well, it's funny. Mia called over the weekend, and she was all nervous. She goes, oh, my God, I made money last year. Do I have to pay taxes? Do I have to file taxes? I go, no, honey, you're okay. You were way underneath the threshold of where you need to be as a kid. But she did make some decent money between the movie theater and Michael's last year. Look at her, cognizant about taxes. That's my daughter right there.
She didn't file tax. I always filed taxes when I was like working part-time job and stuff like that.
If you are a dependent,
okay.
you know what I mean. It's like 20. I forgot what it was, but she was.
Those days are quickly drawing to a close. Take advantage of them while she can.
Yes, exactly.
Your
But I
little
thought
tax
that was.
shelter.
I thought that was nice that she was able to. She thought about that. I said, "No, you're good." She goes, "Oh, what a relief." Okay. Now let me go out and spend some money. That a girl. Get out there.
That's
It's the
right.
weekend.
Zappos, here we come.
Yeah, right. Or just like her mother. Same thing. Right. So I took Shelly to the airport yesterday. Haven't been to the airport in a while. She went to Nashville. Easy peasy. Just pulled right up to the American terminal, dropped her right off. Her flight was 20 minutes early to Nashville, so she's back tonight at 7. So I had a day and night to myself yesterday. Didn't really do much of anything, but it's kind of weird because she hasn't traveled in a while. So first trip in a while for Shelly.
This will be the first one I'm flying to in a while. I think Atlanta was the last time I went, and I'm going tomorrow to Atlanta for a couple days and then over to Talladega on Friday. And this is I need to make sure I've got this. It's like that checklist. Haven't used this stuff in a while. Was about to until Bristol and Charlotte got canceled when I had the bug last week. And so now I just got to double check everything is. Got to take the kit to do the show. Got to take the CPAP. Got to take the backpack. I mean, just look like a pack mule going into PHL tomorrow. But I don't fly until 5 o'clock tomorrow night. That's weird, and I don't like it. I'm used to getting off the air, getting in the car, going to the airport, off we go. I don't go wheels up until 5, which means I'm not going to leave here till about 2 tomorrow. And I'm used to being in the air by 2 o'clock. I don't land in Atlanta till like 7:15 tomorrow night.
Wow, really? Yeah. Well, as you know, season travel that you are, the longer you wait, the more possibility of shenanigans. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for you there. Those early flights. I can't. I can't do like when the girls were going to go to Arizona before they pulled the plug on that trip when the weather got so bad out there. They were going to be on literally the first flight to Phoenix that day, which is like 6:55 in the morning. So they had the alarm set. You know, the plan was 4:30. Car was going to pick them up at 5:15. I don't know, man. That's now if you're
tight.
going, that's tight. And then if you're going to the West Coast, their point was, well, then we have a whole day when we get there because we're going to lose 2 hours on the flight. But I go, yeah, but you're going to be exhausted by 4 in the afternoon. So what's the point, right?
The energy and the adrenaline takes over. The thing is, for me, I like being on the first thing in the morning flight, but it does have a tendency to work against you. If there's a delay from the night before, crew rest may be an issue and you may be delayed on that first one. So I either go the first or second flight in the morning. Like even when I'm coming back from vacation, some people, and I know people that will, let's say like Sunday, they have to come home because they go back to work on Monday. I know people who will fly out on the 10:55 p.m. flight.
It's my sister.
And get home late. Mm-hmm. And my thing is like, you never do that because if you have to be to work on a Monday,
right?
What if you're canceled? What if you're delayed? What if, and then you got to explain. I always come home the first thing in the morning the day before. So I give all myself a day to get myself back and also get reassembled here back to home life after being on vacation, especially if it's been for a long time. But I don't take that last flight stuff. I've been bitten by that before.
My sister Angela, who goes back and forth a lot, or no, I shouldn't say a lot, but you know, that's Sammy, my nephew's mom. They go back and forth. They have gone back and forth to Phoenix a lot. They always take that 10:55 flight back. I'm like, what are you guys? And she's just, you know, both she and Dave are teachers. I go, well, what are you going to do if you don't make it? That's what substitutes are for. Oh, okay, well, as long as you have that, as long as you have that philosophy. So Sammy, she actually asked us. He's graduating May 6th or 7th, whatever that weekend is. Wow. And she thought, hey, would you guys like to go? Can't swing it. I'm actually going to be in Kansas, finally going to get back to a racetrack that weekend. And Michelle's got something here. But, yeah, it's 3 more weeks. He's done. He's back home and looking for work, boys. So, you know, we'll broadcast for food, basically, is Sammy's mantra now as a young media person.
Cool.
Well, I found a picture.
College?
I found a picture of him and Mia up on the billboard with you at Chicagoland Speedway, which is a classic.
A little bit ago. Yeah.
So funny. But anyway, point being, back and forth to Arizona a lot. They're on that 10:55 flight, and that's how they roll. Not me. I need some more time. Yeah.
Not me.
We had snow yesterday, a little bit, about an inch of snow. I know. We're just so my point is it coming your guys' way? What do you guys have coming weather-wise?
We're good. It's gotten a little cooler. Yeah, we were in the 80s over the weekend. High yesterday was like 64. I would say seasonable for this time of year. Got up this morning. I mean, it's 51. It feels like a 48. So it's normal stuff. But we're not getting snow. Matter of fact, as we look down the line here, we'll be back in the 80s. We could hit 90 on Friday, could hit 80 on Saturday. And then, we're mid 60s, around 60-ish So we've kind of trailed off and we've left the cold stuff in our wake. I saw that little clipper moving through yesterday. I felt for you guys. And Michigan, too.
Yeah.
Jeff just had his opening weekend at Berlin, the icebreaker.
Yep.
And now we've got a snowfaller on a Monday.
I saw that. Yeah, I actually watched a little bit of that on Flow on Saturday because it was that warm weather pattern here. We had a race at the Dells called off. I'm supposed to go to Rockford Saturday for their season opener, 43 and windy and cold again. So come on, Mother Nature, give us a break here. See, I say this all the time. I'm not going to pass up great weather like we had, but it makes it harder when you go back to kind of how it should be around this time of the year. We were in the 80s last week for like 4 or 5 days. It's crazy. It was the bagman shorts weather was happening around here. You know?
Right.
Yeah. So.
Baggy had them on, too.
Yeah.
I need to get some light on these legs.
Sure you did.
Wow.
We golfed on Sunday in the with some really, really good weather, and I had to apply sunscreen probably 3 or 4 times, and it got to the point where I hadn't played golf. We'd been playing whatever the last couple months in 40s. I mean, it has not been that warm, and by the end of the 18, I was like, I should probably drink some water here. This is not good. I forgot how bad it can be, especially if there's no shade in the around the course and stuff like that. You can get a little toasty out there. I got a little bit of sun. I definitely am already getting the farmer's tan back. I like a good golfer tan. It makes me feel like the summer's actually almost here, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. My dad had that left arm tan when he used to drive around because he had the window open and he had his left arm on the door.
Still
Yeah.
of the car.
So it's like your left arm looked like he dipped it in brown paint, and his right arm looked like he was, like a zombie. It's like, what's going on around here?
I hang my leg out of the cart when I drive it, and so my left leg is more has more color to it than my right leg does, which sits inside of the cart when I drive. So yeah, I'm two-tone over here.
Sammy two-tone.
Well, the challenges that we have.
Isn't it something?
First world problems.
Boy, I'll tell you. Well, listen, I'll take it. We have a little landscaping project that's going to be happening around here, so it's all,
Well,
Well,
what are you doing there, Chief?
What are we doing? I mean, what's Michelle doing? She's got to get. Well, first of all, the one thing that we do need, the guy has to come and seal the patio, because when you don't seal it, like weeds come up through the cracks and all that kind of thing. So he's going to do that, and then they put sand in it and they get it all ready. But she wants to take some greenery, I guess, in front of the house out, put some new greenery in, some new trees and shrubs and stuff. So. Guy gave us the estimate yesterday, and I said, Russell, could you do a little bit better than this? And he said, well, the price of trees have gone up. Really?
Of course.
You're right.
I said, what was it? Why? Why did the price of trees go up? I'm just wondering. So I don't know. He's a nice guy. He's done a lot of work around here. I just was kind of giving him a hard time. But why would the price of trees go up? Well, everything goes up, so why wouldn't trees go up, I guess, right?
Well, maybe there's been a lot of flooding. Maybe some tree farms have been affected, and that drives up the price of trees. I don't know.
I don't know
Aren't
either.
they called? Like a tree farm just sounds like a. It doesn't sound like a correct, because he would just call it like a. Would that just be like a? I'm not trying to sound
Like a farm,
flippant,
right?
but
No,
like a tree
there are
farm
tree
just
farms
sounds-
behind Homestead, like
I know-
palm tree farms,
Yeah.
where you have hundreds of acres of palm trees.
You do.
It's amazing.
Really?
That's where I saw a panther. So a real life. We were driving out of Wack and I were driving out of Homestead late after one Sunday. We were going through what Mike's talking about. All these aren't those? What kind of plants are those? There's palm trees. You're saying back there?
Yeah.
So we're driving through there, and you're weaving in and out, Sammy. And out of the corner of my eye, I see this big thing running. I was like, "Look at that dog!" And Jeff's like, "That's not a dog. That's like a cat." And we took a picture of it. It was a panther. It was a panther. Not the guy that plays hockey down there, but now I know why the hockey team is named the Panther. They're running around wild and free in South Florida.
That's scary.
Very scary.
When you come down the turnpike, before you get to 1 and you make your way into the Keys, we bail out a couple. Well, back when we were driving to we'll have to do this again. You bail out, I think it's 9A, and you loop around, and then the Air Force Base is back there. I guess it's Air Reserves or Air National Guard now.
Yep.
And then you just wind your way back through this 2-lane road, and you make your way back out to the racetrack. That's the back way in. And you literally zig and zag through all of these palm tree farms. And when I left Homestead last fall, they had just planted new ones, and they were only a couple feet. But now when I come back, they'll probably be almost fully grown to where they'll be 20, 30 feet in the air. And it's obviously a very target-rich environment to grow palm trees down there.
Yes, it is. My favorite part of that ride is when you're coming at night or in the morning, when we come and do the show and you can't see and it's all black, just dark and all. You don't know that there's a little bit of a whoop-de-doo. The first time I hit that whoop-de-doo, yeah. In Vacation where Clark Griswold drives the station wagon up off the ear and when he goes through the barricade, and that's kind of what it looked like there. And ouch.
You give
Didn't make that mistake. Yeah. I get it. Whoop.
Speaking of whoop-de-doos,
Whoop.
I know that you saw this yesterday because you commented and you actually went all in on the dude. But it seems like there was a baseball player, some popcorn, and not wanting to clean up. And the kids involved. And y'all heard about this?
Yeah.
This
Oh, yeah.
baseball player?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
22-week pregnant wife traveling with a couple of kids. There was popcorn on the floor, and flight attendants made him pick it up, and there was
He was not happy about it.
a thing about this.
His name is Anthony Bass. He's a relief pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he tweeted out what Mike said, that the flight attendant made his little kids pick up the popcorn that they had dropped on the floor.
The pregnant
Made his pregnant wife, that their kids had dropped the popcorn on the floor, and he made a big to-do out of it, to the point where United, he said, is addressing this. So the flight attendant that was doing their job, and in my opinion, as a guy who had a kid a long time ago who was a little kid like that we made sure we cleaned up around, basically the flight attendant sounds like he got reprimanded for doing their job and making the parent pick up the mess the kid left on the plane. And you're right. He made a mistake by posting, because there was a lot of piling on, including yours truly. But
It's just a bad look for him.
it's a bad look.
I get it. I get it. It's probably a bad look to have a 22-week pregnant woman on their hands and knees picking up popcorn off the ground of an airplane. I can understand that that's not a great look either. But I don't know, man. That's one that you maybe just don't want to try to put people on blast. 'Cause
No.
you're going to come off looking not so great on.
I'm sorry. So my response was, like your manager, when he puts you into a baseball game, you have no situational awareness.
Wow.
Well, you'll have that when you have a 7.98 ERA, boys. I mean, let's be honest.
So
He's not
that's why
doing the
that was
job.
trending on Twitter yesterday.
Right.
Oh, Pete, trolling Toronto Blue Jay pitchers now.
Yeah, I didn't have that on my bingo card yesterday, but it felt kind of good when I did it.
Just a bad look. Who
a
gives
bad
a
look.
kid popcorn on an airplane anyway?
Well, there's that too. Yeah, right.
Well, who he was asked in a tweet, well, who's going to clean it up? The cleaning crew that they have to clean the plane. And look, just because you're in a public place doesn't mean you can just act whatever kind of way and
Great.
someone's there to pick it up, unless you're flying a private charter jet, and that's on y'all. Whatever you do in there, but you're among people.
I guarantee that's not the
And-
first time he's used that line while leaving a mess somewhere, would be my assumption. Someone else can just handle that.
Listen, I don't have children, and look, whatever y'all do inside your home, that's on y'all. And if you decide to leave popcorn all over the house and have somebody clean it up for you, that's fine. But you're in public. I used to be a server. I used to have to clean up after these hellions that would get in these high chairs and sling crackers all over the place. I used to have to sweep these floors, and I'm like, seriously, how do y'all behave at home? Damn.
Not like that. Not like that.
No.
Becky, you can
Not
sling
like
crackers in my bed anytime.
Thank you. You can sling crackers in my bed anytime.
But seriously, it's
Yeah,
like,
I know. I
just take
know.
a look around, man. I mean, you're
I
in
know.
public.
Yeah, right.
Don't, whatever.
But
I just saw that and I just rolled my eyes. It's like, whatever. Okay.
It's not like you're Max Scherzer either. But I mean, you're Anthony Bass. It's like, what, you gonna get special treatment? Come on.
He's like he's not even the most famous bass, I would say. Lance obviously is the most famous bass, right?
Sam,
Sam, good.
Bass Masters.
Yeah, master. I mean, pro.
Bass Pro.
There you go. Boom. You're not even on the Mount Rushmore of basses. Get out of here.
Yeah. You know what?
Smallmouth,
And then
probably.
you got big mouth bass, you got saltwater bass, you
Yeah.
got freshwater bass.
You got
know what?
Chilean sea.
This guy can kiss my bass.
Okay. Seriously, you're waiting for that word.
Well, I was actually. I was just trying to get up there so you could say who's coming up
Or
on
is
the
it
show.
bass? Because sometimes BASS is like bass, and he plays baseball. Again, these are just questions.
Well,
just pick up your damn popcorn,
Ace
dude.
of Base is higher on the base than he is.
Well, then this
Like-
guy should have seen the sign. How's that? I'm trying my best.
And you're doing a good job. Petey's under the weather today, but digging deep.
I am.
Digging deep.
Listen,
He's got a
I'm
touch of
trying.
the flu.
It's
I
the
do.
Jordan flu game for Petey.
No, it's not. And so far, no. I got to hit a buzzer beater here. Let's see.
Well, but you got two dad jokes in the first segment. You're birdie right now, teetering on eagle.
I literally have a
Not
fever
far.
right now. I have a fever. Want me to take my temperature on the air like when you put nasal
Yeah.
spray
No, I
up
think
yours
you need more
yesterday?
cowbell, Petey.
Yeah.
I don't know where the thermometer is.
Oh, you can't find alcohol.
I-
What the hell are you doing over there?
Well, not
what
alcohol.
are you doing?
Rubbing alcohol, not alcohol.
Rubbing alcohol. Yes.
Anyway, yes.
right, we good?
I'm a little bit under, but I'm going to fight through it because I'm here with Sammy and Baggy and a lot of
the
other
violin,
people
by the way?
today. Come
no
on.
violin. Come on.
I'm never sick, but I'm sick. So there you go. There it goes. You know, folks, 4 o'clock this morning, I got up and I thought to myself, should I call Sammy? Should I call Dom? Should I call Maz? Who do I call if I don't feel good? But you know what? I said no. You out there listening are more important than any flu bug that I could deal with. So here I am on a TMDJ Tuesday on the morning drive. 7 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. Oh, I'm sorry. That was earlier. We were doing promos. Sorry.
Coming up on the show, bottom
I'm
of the hour.
sweating. I'm sweating right now. Look at this. Go ahead.
Well, take off the fleece. My God, you got 9 layers over there. You look like my grandmother. What, you got a shawl over your legs, too?
What's all this
You got
popcorn
2
on the
layers of
floor in
socks?
here, by the way?
What
Who's
are you
going to clean
doing?
up this popcorn in my
Clean out
office?
the damn popcorn. Coming up on the show, bottom of the hour. Headline check number 1. Coming up at 8 a.m. Eastern, Elton Sawyer, NASCAR Senior VP of Competition, will join us. Coming up at 8:50, we got the calendar. Coming up at 9, another installment of Behind the Wheel with Joey Logano. We got lots to chat with Joey about, and you can chat with him as well. He'll be with us until 10 a.m. in the East here on this April 18th, 2023. TMD brought to you in part by our friends at Steven Singer Jewelers. Do you ever have trouble telling your mom just how much you love her? Sure, she drives you crazy. That's what moms do. She says you don't call enough. So what would make her happy? What does she really want? Well, if you ask most moms, they think you should put a neon sign in Times Square that says, "Mom, I love you. You're the best mom ever." Since you can't do that, I've got the answer for you this Mother's Day. Go see our friend Steven Singer. Yeah, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. His brand new neon green 24-karat gold dip rose will light her up. This is his first of their brand new neon color roses. Her friends will be green with envy when they see this vibrant neon green 24-karat gold dip rose. It's the only rose that lasts forever, just like your mom's love. Steven's famous Gold Dip Rose collection starts at just $59 and ships for free in his premium gift box with a personalized Mother's Day card from you. Plus, a full lifetime guarantee, all included for free. Go now to IHateStevenSinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.